So again, guys, for the physical students, you will find the materials you need and the groups. Of course, Tito will be taken off because he's not in the physical student anymore. He's not a physical student. He sent me a message saying that he's an online student. خلاص يعني he's not coming to school, I think. Okay, so I think
Miss Noha,
yes.
we will get a quote or no?
If you have one, you can bring it. If you don't have one, it's okay. You not really
Miss,
need it that much. Yeah, you will not have things that will get anything to your clothes. So you don't really need it.
Okay, Miss, if we do not find the styrofoam, what like something else we will get?
If you don't find the foam, it's okay. I can. I think there are some in the science lab. I think there are some in the science lab. So I will check tomorrow. And if we didn't find any styrofoam, it's okay. We can use anything. I know we will work it out.
Okay.
Okay. For of course the physical students, you are guys in 2 teams. So you have to get your things by tomorrow or the day after, because we need to finish it tomorrow or the day after. And you have 2 days to bring your things. Yeah, if you didn't bring all the things tomorrow, it's okay. You still have Thursday. Okay. Okay, everyone?
Okay.
Okay. So the last thing we talked about, guys, was the physical and chemical changes. If you guys still remember this, just let me close all the windows that's here. Okay, let me get the textbook. This is chapter 14, lesson 2. Do you guys know what's a physical and chemical change?
Yes.
Yes, there is a video already uploaded because we finished this part in a video, and you will find this part explained in a video, but like a quick review or a quick revision, physical and chemical changes are changes that already happen to the matter, but they are different because the physical change doesn't cause the substance to change into a whole new thing. Guys, if you're not using your mic, please mute yourselves.
Love you already, love you.
Miss, he said it too. He was singing.
Yes, I noticed this. Yassine, if you're not using your mic, please mute yourself. Okay. So let's get back to what we were saying. So the physical, again, the physical change. Although we can see that you are not staying still. So the physical change again, guys, is the change. Yes.
Is physical change like water evaporating?
Yes. Well done. Who said that?
Tanah.
Yes, Tanah.
Yes,
water
Miss.
evaporating.
Yes. Miss, you are saying my name?
It's okay. I was saying that you're not supposed to be sleepy during the session. Okay, so Tanahi, as Tanahi mentioned, Amri, I need you to focus with this part because you were absent and I think you didn't watch the videos already. So I will just go through this really fast for you. Okay, Amr? Okay, Amr? Do we still have Amr with us? Okay, so I'll go through this and still you can check the previous videos because I don't think we're going to mention everything today because we need to do some questions. So the physical change, Amr, is the change that doesn't change the matter. Yeah, it's a change in the matter, but it's not gonna make it into a whole new matter. For example, when ice melts, this is ice, but in the shape of a line. When the ice melts into liquid water, did it change, or is it something else other than water? When ice melts, is it other than water? It's still water, but it just changed its shape, right?
Not really. It changes not so much.
Yes, Amr?
It's physical change.
I can't hear you well.
It's a physical change.
Yes, it's called physical change. When the water freezes or becomes ice, it's still water, but just changes its shape. And that's why we call it a physical change. Okay, so again, a physical change will happen to a matter. It will change its shape, but it's not going to change it into a whole new matter. There is a new process that you guys are learning about. It's called sublimes. Just let me zoom into this. Okay. So we have this word. It's called sublimes or sublimation. And this word means to turn, or for the matter to turn from solid directly into gas, like dry ice. We mentioned this before. Okay, do you know dry ice?
No.
Yes.
Let me show it to you.
It's the ice that has steam.
Okay, so if you can see it here in the picture. So this ice, this is not like normal ice. It's not turning into liquid. You know, when ice melts, it turns into liquid. But in this case, it's not turning into liquid. It's actually turning directly
Steam.
into gas without being a liquid, okay? Without being
Why?
a liquid, yes. So it turns from
Why?
solid directly into gas. Again, turns from solid.
I know ice. I know that.
Yes, it turns from solid directly into gas. And some people use it in ice cream because it will not cause, you know, it's not going to cause a lot of mess, but we're not supposed to eat it. They just put it, you know, over things or under things, not in the food itself, because I think it could be a little bit dangerous. Okay, so this is not evaporation. It's not
People use this
melting.
ice.
Yes.
Some people use this ice in science, like they put things in it and they see what happened. This ice.
Wallahi, no, I don't know those people. No, it's like videos on the YouTube.
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't see that. But I know a video about a man heating things or something like that, cutting things with really hot things. I don't know. Strange people. Anyway, what I was saying here, guys, is this is not melting or evaporation. It's none of those. You learn about evaporation, melting,
gas.
condensation, boiling. You learn about this. But this is not any of those. This is actually sublime or sublimation. When, again, solid or hard stuff turn directly into gas. It's not going to turn into liquid first. It's not going to melt
This is
first. Yeah, yes?
This is water dropping from the bucket.
No, there is no water dropping. It's not water. It's actually kind of smoke, but it's not real smoke. You know, it's solid turning directly into gas. It's not water moving down.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So that was it for this part. And then you guys learned about melting point. And we said melting point. What do you mean by melting point?
Ice changing into water.
Melting point,
Is
ice
the
changing
amount
into
of
water. Okay, yes.
Solid
When
changing
ice
into
changes
liquid
into
again.
water, yes, when ice changes
Solid-
into water, it's melting. That's right. But what do we
Solid
mean
changing
by
into water.
melting point? Just give me a minute to finish what I'm saying. What do you mean by melting point? Yani melting, not melting only. We know melting is when it turns from solid into liquid, as you mentioned. But what do we mean by melting point? In this case, we are talking about temperature. So melting point is the temperature at which solid will turn into liquid. Okay, for example, ice turns into liquid or starts melting at 0 Celsius because it's ice under 0. And when we take it off the fridge, once it reaches 0 point, it's gonna start melting. So that means that 0 here is the melting point of the ice. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So when I say point, whether I'm saying melting point, boiling point, in here, guys, I'm mentioning what? The temperature. So when I say boiling point, it will be the temperature at which water changes into gas. Because boiling changes things from liquid into gas, right?
Yes. Right.
Do you guys know what boiling is? Everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, water changing into gas. Like when you put water in a pot on the fire, it will change into gas.
Yes, that's right. What about other people? Can you guys hear me?
No.
Everyone else? Do we only have Tanahi with us in the session?
No, I'm here.
Yes, I'm asking about other people. Okay. So we'll have some questions. They are easy, not difficult. But let me tell you something about chemical change first. So chemical change will change things into a whole new matter. For example, here, let me show you something. Let me show you something. For example, if you looked at this picture, would say that I'm cutting or, ice melting or shredding paper. All of this is physical change. We only change the shape. I mean, when we shred papers, we cut it into smaller pieces. It's still pieces of what of paper, right? They change, for example, into ice. Or is it
No,
still
still
paper? Still paper. Yes, when ice melts, it means turns into liquid, it's still water. So it didn't change. When we cut wood, it's still wood. It just changes its shape. But when we burn things, or things we can say rot, like this banana peel, or we mix things together that they change into a whole new substance. In this case, this is a chemical change, not a physical change. So what is the difference between physical and chemical change? In the chemical change, the matter will change into a whole new substance. It's turning into a new thing, okay? So let's see some questions here. Okay. Okay. So we have this picture of a butter. Do you know the butter? Butter?
Wait, Miss, I didn't understand the chemical change.
Miss, the butter when you put it on like.
You will understand now, Tanahi, again if you look at the pictures, okay?
Miss, can I say number two? Sorry.
Yes. Do you guys know what is a butter?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
zebra.
So here he's saying, zibda, is melting butter for popcorn. So you're just melting the butter to make something with. Is it a chemical or physical change? What do you think, Alden?
Physical.
A physical change. Why? Because it changed only the shape.
It
Tanahi,
changes.
you will understand more about chemical change when you see pictures. So try to focus with us with these questions.
Okay.
And in the first, it was a solid. Next, it will be
Yes,
melting.
that's for the butter. Yes, that's
Change.
right. Now it
Miss, but
says
butter can like it can ممكن تجمد تاني.
Yes, but still
So
physical
it's
change. That's still physical change. يعني when it melted, did it turn into cheese?
no, it's
No,
still
still butter.
butter.
صح? Yes, it's still
Yes.
butter, but it's just changed the shape. If you leave it to cool down, it will actually change back into solid, but it's still butter. صح?
Yes.
The chemical change بقى, it's not going to be the same substance. Once it changes, it will turn into a whole new substance. You will learn with pictures. You will learn later. So in this picture here,
like sedimentary and metamorphic rocks, right?
yeah, that's a really nice example, like metamorphic rock changing into a whole new substance. That's really nice. Thank you. Yes, that's nice, Tanahi, mashallah. Okay, here it says, which of the following is not an example of a physical change? Remember, it says not an example. It's not an example. Okay, we have Yasin Hisham. Yasin Hisham.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Yasin. Can you tell me the answer for this question? Saying it's not an example of physical change. Crumpled paper, which means folding it, or shrunken clothing, like your clothes just, they shrunk, shrinking ones, or they became smaller in size, or pencil sharpening your pencil, or is it rust? عارفين يعني ايه rust?
No.
الصدى.
No.
Do you know when iron or metal things turn into brown?
Yes, when you for a long time without using it to rust.
I think so, I know.
Yes. So Yasin Hisham, what do you think the answer will be?
بس يعني ايه رست معلش؟
Yes, I know.
Yasin
I know
Hisham, what are you
also.
saying?
I know.
Guys, why are you talking without permission? I'm only talking to Yasin Hisham. Yes, Yasin.
Sorry.
What are you saying, Yasin?
What
Yasin
mean by
Hisham. Yes, Yasin, I can't hear you.
Yes, miss.
Can you raise your voice or get closer to the mic, please?
Rust.
It's going to be rust, yes, because it's the only one that changes into a new matter. When I crumple a paper, it's still a paper. Changes the shape, but still paper. When you close shrink, that means they are still closed, but they became smaller in size. When you have pencil sharpening, it's still pencil made up of wood and lead. Still a pencil, did not change. But when metals rust, that means they change into a new material or a new substance, which we call rust. So well done. Thank you so much, Yasin Jem. Next, we have Shlok.
Yes.
So Shlok here is saying freezing juice. Do you think it's a physical or chemical change?
Physical change.
Physical change. Why? Because we only froze it. It's still juice. It's just in a different shape.
Like
Well
water.
Yes, Shlok?
Like the juice, if you freeze it, it does not be water. Because it would be physical change. I mean chemical change.
Yes,
this
it's
is
still a physical change, yes. Well done, Shlok. Okay, we have Amgad next. Amgad? Amgad? Amgad, get closer to the mic, please. Yes, Amgad?
Yes, miss.
Yes. It says here, a change where one or more new substances are created. Is it a physical or chemical change?
Chemical change.
Get closer to the mic, please, because we cannot hear you.
Miss, can I say it?
Okay, Amgad send me his answer in a direct message. Thank you so much, Amgad. It's going to be a chemical change. Well done. Thank you so much, Amgad, because it made a new substance. Okay, now
Miss,
we
but,
have
one, please, Miss, I cannot understand this question.
Which question, Habibi?
Of the physical and chemical, we, like he say, change, like will be physical, right? And
I
number
can't hear you,
5.
Auday. Get closer, please. Or use it.
And number 5, yeah, Miss, and number 5.
Number 5, yes.
Yes,
change.
please, that change.
A change
Like-
where one or more new substance are created. There is new substance made. Yeah, it's not the same substance anymore. What do you think it's gonna be?
Chemical.
Chemical, yes. You just needed to check the question or you didn't understand it.
No, I don't understand.
Why don't you understand this? We already did this in the class. We said chemical
Miss-
change is when a new substance is made. For example,
Yes.
you have metal and the metal rusts.
I am confused when he
It's not a
says that
metal
change.
anymore. Eh?
I'm confused when the question says that change, like changing.
Well, both physical and chemical change are changes. But the difference is that in the physical change, it's not going to make new substance. It's still new, the same substance, and it's still water. But it's maybe now becoming ice, so it only changed its shape. But in chemical change, no, it's different. A new substance made. Yani, for example, when you guys have tea, do you know tea? When you put tea in the
Yes.
water? Yes.
Yes.
When the tea changes the color of the water, can you separate it? Separate the tea and the water?
No.
Well,
Yes,
that's it.
yes, we can.
That's it. The water now has the flavor of a tea. It's a new thing. Now it's not water anymore. It's actually tea.
Okay.
Tea.
Not chemical change.
So, miss,
Yes. So now
but
it's
I
tea.
can.
It's not. شباب خلوني اتكلم ما حدش يتكلم في وسط الكلام يعني. استنوا خلص فاهم؟ The question here is when you added tea to the water, and the color of the water changed. In this case, do you still call it water or is it tea all day?
T.
Tea. You can't, it just made a new substance. Now it's tea, it's not water anymore. In this case, this is a physical change or a chemical change?
Chemical.
Chemical change.
Miss,
Yes.
somebody is saying.
Miss, like.
It's okay. Amr is answering, but he's waiting for me to finish. طيب, when I have, wait for me, Amr. عودي. When I have ice, and this ice melted into liquid water, did it change the shape only, or it changed into a new substance?
A new substance.
Yeah, when ice melts, it's a new substance?
It will be physical.
This is physical, yes, because it didn't make a new substance. It just changed the shape of the matter itself. Do you get now the difference between chemical and physical change?
Yes.
Yes, Amr, you had a question?
No, Miss, I wanted to say an example for chemical change.
Yes, can you give me one?
Water and ice.
Water and ice?
Yes.
What kind of chemical change is this?
So it's water, then it changed to be ice.
Is this chemical change?
Physical, because it was
It's
solid.
physical, يا عمو, because it's still water. Yeah, زي ما عطية قال. It's still water. Just the shape changed. When water changes into ice, this is physical change. A change in the shape of the matter. But it's still
so
H2O.
it's still water, but the shape change.
Yes, the shape change. I mean, it's still H2O. صح؟ مش هي لسه H2O?
Yes.
Yes. So that's what we mean. It didn't change into a new substance. But let's get another picture. Here, Amr, you were next.
Yes.
Here it says change in color is a physical change. True or false? This one's like the T. Is it true or false?
This is false.
False. It's gonna be chemical change. Because it's changing the color of the water, you can't bring it back to its normal thing. It's not water anymore. Okay? Well done. Thank you so much, Amr. Now next. Fizzing, foaming, and burning are all examples of.
Miss, if we change water to juice, it's physical or chemical?
Chemical, because you added a new substance to it. You don't call it water anymore. You call it juice. صح?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's a chemical change. Okay, here it says, do we have Malak with us? Malak? Do we still have Malak with us? Malak?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Malak. So can you answer this question? Fizzing, foaming, and burning are all examples of?
Physical change.
Why would you say physical where you have burning?
Wait. Chemical change.
Chemical, yes, well done. When I burn something, ya Amr, can I bring it back to its previous shape?
No.
No, that's it. It's burnt. That's it.
It will
right?
be black and we cannot
Exactly. Like cooking. When I cook egg, when I cook the eggs, for example, you know, in order to make my breakfast, can I change the egg back to its previous shape, like inside the shell and everything? No.
No.
Exactly. It changed totally. Cooking
It's
is
already
a
cooked.
chemical change. It's
like
already
the meat and the
well done, Malak. So burning will be chemical change.
chicken.
Yes. So guys, always remember, can we bring this to its previous shape or not? Here, this is a picture of rust. Rust on an iron bar is an example of chemical change. True or false? We should pick someone else that didn't answer before. Tanahi, did you answer before?
No.
Can you answer this one?
Okay, rust on the iron bar is an example of the chemical change. Yes.
Yes, because we can change it back to its normal thing, and it's just it formed a new thing, which is the rust. So it's gonna be true. Well done. Thank you so much, Tanahi. Okay, now we have Aysel. Aysel?
Yes.
Yes, Isaac. It says when you break a cracker into pieces, is this a chemical or physical change?
Physical.
Physical, because it didn't change into a new substance. It's still cracker. Well done. Thank you so much, Isaac. Okay, we have Habiba. Okay, Yasin and Dueni.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
yes, Habib. Okay, it says here photosynthesis is an example of. What do you think? Yasin, Dueni, you will be next, so try to focus, okay?
Physical change.
Why do you think it's physical? It should be chemical. Do you know why?
Because it was small and become bigger.
No, because you took the sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, water, and changed it into food for the plant. So they changed totally. They became food for the plant. So that would be chemical change, okay? Did you understand why now?
Yes.
Yes. Dwayne, you're next. Dwayne, you're next.
Yes.
Okay, it says dissolving sugar in water is an example of. What do you
We
think?
add chemical because we added a substance.
Because it made a new substance, are you sure?
No.
طيب هقول لك حاجة. The difference between tea and sugar in the water is that when you add tea, it changes the color of the water. So you can bring it back to its normal thing. So it changed totally. But when you have dissolving sugar, can you change it back, like separate them?
No.
You can separate them when you boil water. The water will evaporate. Sugar will stand stay in the pot. So you can separate them. If you can separate them, then it's a physical change. I will give you another question because this one was a little bit confusing. Okay?
Okay.
Here it says digesting your food is an example of.
What is the meaning of digesting?
Breaking down food. Are you okay, Dwayne? Are you okay? Because your voice is a little bit tired. Are you okay?
No, it's the welcome.
Okay. I hope you are fine.
No, I'm fine.
Did you catch cold or something?
No.
I hope you're fine. Drink a lot of water. You need a lot of water.
Okay.
And hot things. Try to drink hot things.
Okay.
Okay, so digesting means breaking down food. When you break down food inside your digestive system, it's going to be chemical change. Okay? Because you're breaking the food into a new substance. Let's get someone else. The melting of wax.
Can I answer, please?
It's Yasin Duaini first, and then we'll have Habiba again because Habiba needs a new question. So melting of wax is an example of, what do you think, Duaini? When you melt wax, is it physical or chemical?
Physical.
Physical, because it's still wax, but just melted. Well done, yes. So it's going to be physical. Okay, Yasin Sadat, I will kick you out of the session if you keep doing these strange voices. Okay, Habiba. Cutting a log into a small pieces is a chemical change. Is it true or false? When you cut wood, you think it's a chemical or physical change, Habiba? Do we have Habiba? Okay, Kinsey, can you answer this question?
Yes.
Yes, Kinsey, can you answer this question? Because we don't have enough time.
False.
False. Yes, it's actually physical change because it didn't change its shape. It didn't change into a new substance. It only changed its shape. Okay, so guys, we still have less than 2 minutes, so I'll have to take names first. Yes.
Can I answer the last question?
Okay. Which is an example of a chemical reaction? Paper cut into smaller pieces, or flour and sugar mixed in a bowl, or chocolate melting in a pan, or cookies baking in an oven?
Cook is
Remember
baking
which one we can get it back to its previous shape. Yes.
Cook is baking in an oven.
Cooking,
It's
yes.
chemical.
Cookies baking in an oven. Yes, well done. Because flour and sugar, we mixed them, but there's still sugar is
Yes.
still sugar, and flour is still flour. Flour is still
Yes.
flour. Okay. So
They
it didn't change.
not like make a new shape or something.
Yes, well done. Thank you so much.
Miss,
Yes.
if we got some flour مش قصدي الورد قصدي طحينة قصدي بتاع
أيوة,
اسمه
this
ايه
one.
التاني
The one here. Huh?
yes and put on it some water
Mm.
it will become هتبقى عجينة.
Yes, can you bring it back to its previous shape?
Yes, I was asking, is this a chemical change, right?
I think it's a chemical change too, yes. Because now
Because you
change it
can't
into a new substance.
You can't make it
Bring it back
flour
to its
and the
previous
water again.
Yes, you can't separate them. Okay, now let's take names. Amr is here.